I found it disappointing. I mean, I think we wanted this to be a very positive narrative. We wanted to talk about the future of this club. We wanted to talk about turning a page, taking this club from where it is today and taking it to a new level. And where it is today is a miracle that it got this far, but our view is that, our view is that we wanted to keep the story on the positive side, what we're doing in the community, what we're doing to engage with fans, to change the way that people think about how a club should act towards them, to think about a different way of running a club in a financially sustainable way, to think about how do we use our club as a vessel to build up the Saudi national team and to support other clubs in bringing players in on loans and just changing the face of Saudi football. That's what I want the story to be. I don't want the story to be a conversation of who did what and who said what. I'd like to get away from any kind of negative narratives of the past.
So you're open to meet him?
I'm happy to meet. I'm happy to meet, and I'd really like to move forward on this. We have, I think the challenging thing is some of the words that we've said have been misinterpreted. For instance, I wrote a tweet that I think people got very animated about, which was talking about what the facilities were like before.
Yeah, he said that we already started it. Right. Before you.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm not disputing that there was some work done on the facilities before we got there, but certainly the facilities are, I say this because people from the outside at the league level came in and looked at the facilities and said, this is one of the worst facilities across maybe the top 3 tiers of Saudi football, not just in the SPL, but across the first division, the second division. And having visited a lot of other facilities of teams even in our vicinity, like Al Bukhariya, they're much better than ours. Much better stadium. They have their own stadium, pool, multi-club, the gyms, the offices. It's all significantly better. Now, I'm not saying that to cast shame on the previous management. I'm just saying that's a fact of what we're living with. So when people take that tweet and they say, oh, that's a shameful way to treat the previous management. They took it against him. I'm not saying it as an insult. I'm just saying this is the reality.
The situation.
This is what we have. This is what we have to work with. And this is why we have to put our foot on the gas on building new facilities and new renovations and being creative about how we track players. It's not to cast or to criticize the previous administration. By the way, my closest ally in all this is the Ministry of Sport. And of course, the Ministry of Sport is the one that was funding this club. So I'm not here to criticize the Ministry of Sport. I'm here to say, this is what we have today. These are the actions we took. And if you look at my tweet, everything I showed is exactly what I paid for. For instance, there's a field, it's flat, there's some bricks around it. That's what it was when we received it. I personally wrote the check to sod that field. There's a locker room. I show exactly what the locker room looked like when we got it. I can show you exactly what it looks like now. And I wrote the check personally, not out of the club accounts, to renovate it to look like it is. So all of that should be without any form of doubt. But again, it's not to shed blame or light on the previous administration. It's simply to say, these are the challenging conditions we're dealing with. And frankly, we're going to stop talking about it because I've got too many things to worry about in the future. I need to build a sustainable academy. I need to attract the best talent to us. I need to build a financially sustainable club. The last thing I have to do is energy for is think about the past. But we've got to move forward. And no one even cares where we came from. I mean, no one's going to give me any sympathy in saying, well, Ben, you didn't do very well in the league this year, but that's because you inherited terrible infrastructure. Nobody cares. The fans don't care. So if anything, I regret mentioning where we came from because it's irrelevant. It's the reality, but we have to move forward. So I'll be talking from now on about what comes next, not what came from the last.